Okay, so this is a real cool feature that I just discovered on the 2017 SS Camaro, and this is like some really ingenious stuff here. This is not even fully loaded. This doesn't have leather. I believe it's a 1LT. It's got a sunroof, and it's nice. I've got to say, if they put this layout in the 2015s, yes sir. So anyway, back to this. The engine sound management, which is just completely awesome. This thing sounds great from the factory, whereas on my 15 I really had to put an exhaust on it just to make it sound even remotely this good. So I'm gonna give you, that's stealth mode, right? That's a rev in stealth mode. Now I'm gonna give you a rev in tour. It sounds a little more throaty, but you know, you can tell it's like it's got some phlegm in its throat. Then you get sport mode, and that livens things up quite a bit indeed. And then you got track mode, and that sounds like a whole other madness in itself. So this car is really mo badass. I mean, for a base model SS, and by base model I just mean, you know, it doesn't have Sirius, which I was kind of disappointed in. I love my Sirius, and it's missing a couple of other doodads that I like in my 15 SS, but these 50s drive well. I have to tell you, this thing handles great. The manual is great. Oh man, you gotta, if you're gonna buy an SS Camaro, you have to get the manual. Don't go automatic. My 15's an automatic. I kind of settled for it because it was certified pre-owned, 800 miles and 30 grand. So, and that's a whole other story into itself. If you have comments, questions, you're more than welcome to shoot them to me. I will get back to you on them. The 2015 that I bought was a zero owner actually, because the guy tried to steal it. And so they couldn't sell it new again, essentially. And so I got a, you know, almost a $45,000 car for around 30 grand. And got to tell you, 30 grand in hand is nice. So just to give you the dash layout here, I mean, this looks so much better. I mean, the 2015 and the 5th gens really did a great job of playing, you know, of paying homage to, you know, the Camaros of the past. And they're fun, they're nice, but they're not this nice. If they had put this layout here in my 2015 Camaro with the aggressive body that it has and those beautiful lines that it's got, then this, my friends, would be the perfect fucking car. Period, end of story, no questions asked, done deal. And I'd own it forever. And so I think now what I'm going to do, instead of get a Corvette Stingray, which I was looking at the 16 Stingrays, I think I'd rather get one of these, only in a Z. I think more power, indeed. Although you don't need it. Trust me, if you get the manual, it's all you can handle. I'm telling you, in the mode I've got it in right now, snow and ice mode, it's still, on a wet surface, it's terrible. This thing will hop you to death. But it does also have another 100% most awesome feature, active rev match. And you know, all that does is basically get you to the next gear and keep it in, it throws a little throttle down there for you. So it's really a cool feature. And I mean, I gotta tell you, I haven't even uncovered all the things that this car does yet. And I'm hoping to do that really soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and, whoop, pow, let's flip. Yeah, let's flip. So anyway, yes, if you're enjoying this video because of my unbelievable enthusiasm for my cars, I love cars, all cars. I'm a service writer by trade, former apprentice technician, hated, can't even lie, hated the shop, was slow, didn't make enough money because I was slow. And so that's why I sell shit. And I'm a great service writer. And if you have an opinion, a comment, a question, a like, shoot me that. I'm more than welcome to take your jabs and your jests and any questions you might have. Oh, I love that active red match. That is just sexy. And you've got to have it in track mode for engine sound management. What's more though is You actually get steering and suspension management. You can set it up for track or auto for you dweebs out there that are novices. You can set your suspension. This thing is really, really nice. You can make it sound great and still drive well in those modes on a wet surface. But it's not, I'm telling you, you can't keep this thing in track mode and try to drive in the rain. Well, you can, but if you do, you're gonna need to call your insurance company. So anyway, this is my review of the 2017 SS Camaro, and I have to say, it's a dandy. This is the best Camaro ever. It's not up for debate. I'd have to drive an automatic to tell you which one. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm a manual guy through and through, but I gotta say, in the 9 months that I've had my automatic Camaro, I've grown in love with the flappy paddles. I mean, I love my flappy paddles on my 15. And you know, you put the StabiliTrak mode on that thing, and that really tightens the gears up into gear shifting, and it really does what I think to be an excellent job of pulling off a decent European GT sport car. You know, still comfortable. It is a little bulky in comparison to this one. After driving this, I can tell you, I can definitely go into turns a lot faster than I used to go into turns in the 15. And I was comfortable with that, you know, last night when I was driving home. This thing really couldn't have been built any better, in my opinion. It handles so well. It's a muscle car, people, and it handles almost like a, you know, decent sports car. I mean, for the bulk, this thing really does handle well. You have to get into one to try one. Novices should stick with your automatics. Only pros need to be in a manual with this kind of power. I can feel the extra, you know, 25, 35 horse, whatever it is. And I can definitely feel that. I mean, and you have to think about the percentage of the increase in that power has with a much lighter body than the body style that I have. So it's an impressive beast. And if you haven't driven one and you've been thinking about it, go do it. And with that, that's my that's my adieu to you. I actually got this as a service loaner. My 2015's in the shop getting new tires on it. I got 28,000 miles, 27,000 miles out of those tires. So, you know, I'm really not disappointed in that. I've heard some Chevy owners are pretty upset with, but I write service for a BMW store. Those guys go through tires like 10, 15,000 miles. So for me, 30,000 on some Pirelli P0s, and that's the only thing you need to have on your SS Camaro. I don't care how you drive it. That's what that is meant to handle on. Don't play games with your life, okay? It's just a silly thought. Save $20 today, and you can just invest that in your casket after you wrap yourself around a freaking telephone pole. Because you know, if you're watching this video right now, you know damn good and well that you like to drive spiritedly, to say the least, okay? You're a car enthusiast. It's why you're looking up car videos, because you're like, damn, should I do that? I don't know. I'm telling you, do it. And don't waste time. Do it. If you've got the credit and you've got some cash to throw down, and you're not gonna starve your children out, let's be responsible here, people. But if you're not gonna do that, hey man, go get one. This is, I mean, I love fun cars. This is a fun car. You're gonna be putting tires on a manual a lot quicker than 30,000 though. I can promise you. The active rev match. Love that. Sexy beast. Oh, love it. That's it. I'm serious. Y'all saw me put this in the safest effing mode you can put this thing in, and on a slightly damp surface, this thing is just like, oh, you're gonna have fun with me today. I just feel like lifting my skirt up so that you could see just underneath it. She's a tease. Anyway, that's me. I'm signing out. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon and life. And if you get this car and it changes your life, you can send paychecks to, no, I'm just joking. Y'all have a good one.